Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to film my riding story. To start my riding story, when I started riding I was 8, as you probably would know by now. I started riding and I went to a riding school, just like 10 minutes away from my house, which was quite handy, it was that close. And I went there for about a year, just riding and learning all that I could about horses and stuff. And then after that, the lady who owned the riding school, she asked me if I wanted to be one of the helpers to help groom and tack up the horses before and after the lessons and lead the little kids around. So then I did that for 2.5 years, something like that. So I'd go every Saturday and help with all of that stuff. She learned quite a lot doing that, and obviously helping out with the mucking out and all that type of stuff. So I learned how to do show jumping, cross country and dressage, and just how to ride in general really. And then what else did I do? I did a few shows there as well, some of the shows they had at the riding school. I did get quite a lot of ribbons from that. If I can find a photo of them, I'll put them up here. I'll put all the photos up here from when I was at the riding school if I can find some. I can't remember if I still have any or not, but they'll all be here if I can find some. And so then I helped at a few camps as well, where they did the 3-day camps where people would ride the riding school horses throughout the camp doing different types of things, so I'd help out with that. And then I did the Christmas show in 2020. I somehow managed to win that. I didn't think I would win it, but I somehow managed to. So I got a trophy for that. And I got quite a few ribbons at that show as well. I think I have some photos, put them here. So yeah, I did the Christmas show, and then what else did I do? I did in the Christmas show in about 2021, I think, the 2021 Christmas show. I didn't compete in that show, but I did help out with it. And so I was doing the helper class where all of us helpers were doing a race to see who'd win it. And then at the same time that I was going to the riding school, just at the end when I was about to leave it, when we got Todd, I went and joined a natural horsemanship riding school, which was quite a wee way around from my house. It was about half an hour away. So I'd go there every Tuesday for about 3 hours, and I would ride the ladies' horse there. And so I'd learn all sorts about natural horsemanship and stuff, and then I did that for about half a year. And I was still going to the other riding school at this point, and then I decided to stop going to both of them because we were going to save up to get Todd, as you probably know. So we stopped going there, and then we started saving up our money to buy a horse. So yeah, and then so we spent about 3 months after that doing all the fencing and everything, because obviously our house at the time was not ready to have horses in it because we didn't have any electric fencing or anything. And then we had to build these shelters as well, because we had no shelters for the horses apart from the hedge, but we wanted to build an actual shelter, so that's what we did. So we spent about 3 months doing that, and then we decided to start looking for a horse. I did look at one other horse apart from Todd, but the owner of the horse originally couldn't even catch him out the paddock, and he was running around the paddock non-stop the whole time we were there. So we went in the paddock and we were just standing talking about this horse. In the end we saw its feet were really bad as well, and in the end we decided not to get it because it was just too much of a project horse really, and didn't want to fix all the problems it had with its feet and everything. So we decided not to get that one. We literally didn't even do anything with it. It was just too much of a project to get that horse. So then we went back to the drawing board to try to find some more horses, which is when we put a post on Facebook asking about all the stuff we wanted in a horse and saying, has anyone got one, you know, around the area? Can we come look at some if you have any, you know? And so a lady messaged us about Todd. So then we drove out a couple days later, I think it was, to go look at him. And so we went out to go look at him. There was another horse there, which was a mare, who was also for sale, which I was going to originally look at as well while we were there, but I tried out Todd and decided not to. So yeah, so we went there and met the lady and everything. She was really nice. She took us to the paddock where Todd was in. He was in the paddock with that other mare and then a yearling. And then, so I went in and caught him out the paddock and then took him up to the stable block. I brushed him and everything. He was really good with that. Saddled him up. I was riding him Western at this point because the lady who owned him rode Western. So she had a Western saddle for him. And then she helped me saddle him up because at that point I didn't know how to do a Western saddle. I only know how to do English ones. So she helped me saddle him up, and then we took him into the paddock that we were going to ride in. And then the lady jumped on him first just to, you know, give like a little test run just to see, so I could see how he rode and everything. And then I jumped on. At this point, he was very different to how he is now. You could ride him and walk and pace, and that was it. He didn't trot or canter or anything like that. And you had to stand up in 2-point the whole time. I have no idea why. It's just how he was trained. So he was definitely not the most well-trained horse of horses you could find, but I decided that I wanted to get him on trial after riding him and everything. So about 2 weeks later, I think, he came to our house for a trial. We did not pick him up from the house and bring him back to our house because we didn't have a float at the time. The lady very kindly dropped him off for us. We only had him on trial for a week. We were supposed to have him on trial for 2 weeks, but I decided in the first week that I wanted to buy him, so he was only actually on trial for 1 week. So then we bought him, and then what else did we do? Oh yeah, my brothers rode him a couple times, I think, maybe once or twice. They're not that big in the horsey world. They like skateboarding, as you can tell from the skate ramp in our backyard. And so yeah, they did have a couple rides on him. And then also in the trial, I did not have stirrups at this point because we could not find stirrup leathers that were second hand, because at the time we didn't want to buy really expensive ones in case he wasn't the right horse for us. So we were buying everything second hand off Trade Me and stuff, and we could not find any. So I was riding stirrupless for the first week that we had him. And so yeah, what else? Oh yeah, then we bought him, and then a few months in to having him, we decided that we needed some extra help just getting him trained properly. So we pretty much had to strip right back to groundwork and like build back up again. So my trainer that I still have now very kindly helped me with that. So I've been training him with the help of my trainer for like the last 2 years, 2.5 years. I haven't been getting lessons this year because I found that I haven't needed any this year so far. So that's what I'm doing. Also Todd's off work at the moment, so can't have lessons anyway right now. But yeah. And then what else do we do? So I trained him for like a year, and then I went on my first road ride for my birthday. I think it was for my 12th birthday, I think. Yeah, it must have been my 12th birthday. We went on a road ride, and down the road he went really well. He spooked at one tractor, but that was it. That's all he got spooked at. And then I did lots of different things with him. I did some obstacle courses. We joined the riding club out by where I did my natural horsemanship class thing, and so I could go there and use the arena round pen and all that. One of my friends also is part of that club as well. So we've been there quite a few times. I think we've been there about 6 times now, maybe 5 or 6 times. Yeah, I really like going there. I mainly use the round pen though. I've used the arena twice and that's it. So I mainly used a round pen because I just prefer round pens over arenas. Oh yeah, then we bought our float. Here's a photo of our float. So yeah, we bought our own float. Before that we had to hire one, which costs a lot of money when you go out quite often. So then we bought our float. And then, what else did we do? Oh, so at the start of this year, I think it was about maybe April, we went to the beach for the first time. Chuck some photos up here. I'm just going to put all the photos here when I find them. So yeah, we went to the beach. It was really fun. Todd enjoyed it. Apples enjoyed it. Todd splashed in the water quite a lot. And yeah, so I want to go to the beach again. We just haven't planned to yet. But yeah. And then in the last probably month or so, I've been going to Pony Club. Yeah, quite a big change from what I usually do, but I have not taken Todd there yet. I've been riding other people's horses, which has been quite fun, riding different horses that I don't usually ride. But that's what I've been doing, and I don't think I've talked that much about going to Pony Club, but the first time it was a indoor rally, and we talked about what different types of bits do and what different types of boots do and stuff, which, to be honest, I don't know that much about boots and bits. To be fair, I have one bit and I need to sell my other one because I don't use it. I don't actually use both of my bits, but I normally ride bitless, that's why I don't know that much about bits. And I don't own any boots. That's why I know nothing about boots. So it was quite interesting learning about all the type of different boots and bits you can get and what they do and stuff. So it was quite interesting. And then the second week I went, which was a rally with horses this time. Oh, we also learned how to do tail bandaging the first week as well, which I didn't know how to do that either. So you got to do it on a cute little pony, and that was quite interesting. And then the second week they were doing pole work, with trotting poles and stuff. So I got to ride an Appaloosa. It was very fun to ride, and yeah, so I did some trotting poles with him. And then we got the same Appaloosa, and one of the coaches had written different parts of the horses on post-it notes, and then we had to stick the post-it notes on the horse where the different bits were. So if it was its back, you had to stick it on its back, you know. So that was quite fun. There was a few different bits that I didn't know, which I know now. So that was quite interesting as well. And then, what else do we do? Oh, then we did a quiz to see if we could guess the different types of horse food and what they did and stuff. And then we had to say what kind of different things you have to do every time you come to the paddock, like checklist, make sure the horse is okay, make sure they have enough water, all that type of stuff, make sure the fence isn't broken. So there was a few things in there that I didn't actually know you had to do as well. And then this last Sunday, which was, what day is it? It's Wednesday today, so 3 days ago, we went to a place just up the road from us, and I got to ride a standardbred. She was very fun to ride as well. And so, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so we went on a river ride down the road into the river, and we went down this little path, and we got to go through different puddles and through the forest and stuff, so that was very fun. And then we came back and did some mounted games in the arena that they have there. Much it, that's caught us up to today, pretty much. I could talk about different things I want to do in the future, I suppose. I'll do that anyway. So, I am currently 14, if you didn't know. I'm going to be finished high school by the end of next year because I am homeschooled, so I have just gone through my schoolwork really fast. So I'm actually doing my second to last year of high school right now. So at the end of next year, that will be my last year, and then the start of 2026, wouldn't it? I'm going to start doing a bodywork course for horses. That's pretty much the plan. I'm going to be going to Pony Club with Todd this year, once he's better. And then, because we have to get body work done on him just to loosen up his muscles a bit, because he's been compensating for his feet for so long that his muscles are just tensed up quite a lot. So we have to get my trainer to come out and do some body work on him just to loosen up all his muscles. And yeah, so what else? I'm hoping to hopefully go to the beach some more. And I completely missed out the part of getting Apple, didn't I? I completely missed that bit out. in my riding story. I don't think I talked about that. Anyway, going back to after we got Todd on trail, because I completely missed that bit. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so in about, I think we got Todd in February of 2021, was it? Yeah, 2021. We got April in April of 2021. So we were looking for a paddock mate for Todd because he did not like being by himself like most horses do. So we found Apples on Trade Me, and then we went to go look at her. At the time she was kept on a dirt lot, didn't have any grass, it was just hay and dirt. That was it. And she did have this one accident when she went running down the road with her owner, because she used to take her on runs down the road. Her owner just tied her up to the fence in this long grass bit, and to get a drink, because you know you're running, you need drinks. So she was just tying her up to the fence, and Apple stood in a beehive that was on the ground, and so lots of bees stung her leg. So she still has a thing about picking up her back foot even to this day because of that. She's getting better, but yeah, she still has a bit of trauma from that, because it's not very nice getting lots of bees stinging your leg. So yeah, so she's still got a bit of that. But when we got her to our house, she would not want to be caught for like the first 2 weeks that we had her, because obviously she's on grass now. And when we first got her, there was lots of grass because Todd hadn't eaten down the track yet, since we only like just got him like 2 months earlier. And so she didn't want to be caught at all, so it took us forever to catch her because she thought we were going to take her back off the grass again. But eventually she realised that no, she's going to stay on the grass, and then she was really good to catch after that. She loves jumping as well. I don't know if I have any videos of that. Probably have some photos though. Probably, hopefully. But yeah, so she loves to jump, and she loves barrel racing as well. Yeah, she just loves all the fast things. She likes to go fast. And so yeah, we got her in April, and then Apple's done quite a lot with us as well. She's been down the road and to the beach. Pretty much all the places Todd's been, she's been, because we take her as well. Hopefully once Todd's back in work, I can get out more places to Pony Club and just keep riding more. I want to go to the beach. That's pretty much it, I think, for my riding story. I have a few other things planned that I can't say because I'll probably film it, so you'll just have to wait for that. Yeah, but I am going to do, hopefully, a float training video once Todd's all good again. My mum and I thought about doing a video, or probably a series of videos actually, where I try to teach her how to do different things like tacking Todd up and doing groundwork with him, because my mum's not horsey at all, so it would be quite entertaining to try to teach her to do that stuff. I don't know if she wants her face in it though. She probably just want her voice in it, but I'll have to film without her face, I think. I think that's what she wants to do, but we'll make it work somehow. And I also am going to do taking up blindfolded video at some point, because I saw lots of people do it like years ago, and I always thought, oh, that's such a good idea, but I never had a horse to do it on until now, obviously, because I saw it probably like 4 years ago, and I've only had Todd for about 2.5 years, so I didn't have a horse to do it with at that point. But now I do, so I thought it would be a good idea to do that because it looked quite fun. But if you're going to do it, make sure you have somebody else watching you so you don't put yourself in an unsafe position. Just a little thing if anyone else wants to do it. Because if you're blindfolded, obviously you can't see. If your horse is unhappy and you don't see it, then you can get hurt. So just make sure you have someone else there with you. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any more video ideas you want to see, leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them and see if we can make those happen. And so yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!